Tak dobrý večer, já bych zahájil v té předvánoční atmosféře dnešní Demo Day. Za prvé bych chtěl všechny z vás přivítat, jsem velmi rád, že jste se dostavili v takovém velkém počtu. Hlavně tedy děkuji delegaci Vejra, že se vydali přes Václavské náměstí a zaplnili tady sedadla. Tak jsem rád, že se jdete poučit, jak se to má dělat. Tady uvidíte naše studenty, jak se pečlivě připravili. Máme tady celkem 8 projektů, ale to bych si nejdříve chtěl ověřit. Prosím vás, za každý projekt někdo z toho týmu zvedněte ruku, jestli vás tu náhodou není víc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tak jednoho nemám. Tak dobře, tak ten půjde nakonec. Je to dobré, protože v počtu projektů jsme překonali počet cen, které máme připravené. Letos to máme trošičku jinak, pracujeme ve 2 kategoriích, proto vlastně je 6 cen. Jedna kategorie jsou startupy a druhá kategorie je technologický transfer. Technologický transfer, to jsme letos zavedli poprvé pro ty studenty, kteří se nechtějí dát na podnikatelskou dráhu, ale chtějí dělat něco pro průmysl. Čili tady budeme podporovat ty, kteří chtějí dělat třeba na diplomové práci nebo na bakalářce nebo na jakékoliv jiné školní práci a chtějí ten výsledek použít v průmyslu. Takže prosil bych pak pány porotce, které hned v zápětí představím, aby na toto dávali pozor, respektive aby toto brali na zřetel, jestli to, co se tu bude prezentovat, má případně impact na jejich biznis. Takže to je, co se týče kategorií, v kterých budeme soutěžit. Ceny jsou na internetu, za vítězství bude 30 000, za druhé místo 20 000 a za třetí místo 10 000, takže když se podíváte na celkový počet projektů, kterých je 9, tak máte šanci obrovskou aspoň něco si odnést. Letos to uděláme tak, že po té, co dozní poslední přednáška, tak požádám všechny porotce, aby mi jednotlivé projekty oznámkovali a přednášejí, a to sice v rozsahu 1 až 5, kde 5 je nejlepší a máte tady, udělali jsme to tak, aby se to dobře sčítalo. Nebo špatně, no to je jedno, prostě 5 je nejlepší, nebudem to teď řešit. Hlavně tady musím dávat pozor na Petra, aby to nespackal. A pak mi to odevzdáte, společně to nějak sečtem a hned vyhlásíme vítěze. Pište si prosím vás do těch chlívečků, jestli to je startup nebo technology transfer a pište si název té přednášky, respektive toho projektu, který vždycky včas oznámím. Tak, teď bych představil porotce. Tak předsedou poroty, ač to ještě neví, je Miloš Enderle. To by bylo v případě, že by došlo ke shodě, tak to rozhodneš. A Miloše určitě všichni znáte, významná postava naší startupové scény. Teď, abych to nesplet, CTO, nebo co teď seš? CTO firmy Jiva. Tady je Jarda Souček ze Seznamu. A já teď nevím, Jarda, co tam má za funkci.
Dělám projekt manažera v oddělení Business Development. Původně jsem zakládal vlastně oddělení online distribuce, který jsem 3 roky.
Je to dobrý, seš pašák. A tady máme Petra Vocáska, Petr Vocásek, ředitel, sériový entrepreneur, nebo jak to máš na LinkedIn. Mně to vždycky přijde jako sériový vrah, ale to je jenom takový hloupej vtip. Tak podobný, no, to je pravda, no. Takže Petr Ocásek, ředitel Note 5. Můžu to tak říct. Tak tady je Jarda Zelený, který reprezentuje tu starší kategorii, dlouholetý pracovník IBM a nestor našeho počítačového průmyslu, jestli to tak můžu říct. A tady je Honza Louda, který má sice tady Zdeněk Paškovič, ale tak to takhle otočíme a bude to dobrý. A Honza je tak z IBM, kde se stará o startupy a kde se stará vlastně o spolupráci se školama a to je to, proč ho potřebujeme a proč jsme rádi, že je u nás v porotě. Takže tím jsme odbyli představení, víme, kdo bude přednášet, tak ještě teď bych chtěl poděkovat nejen těm, co přišli, ale i našim sponzorům a začal bych tedy s těmi prostory, v kterých se nacházíme. Díky Erasvětu jsme tady měli několikero přednášek, které si můžete prohlídnout na internetu. Je to tady skvělé prostředí a jsme za tuto spolupráci velmi rádi. A pak jsou ty sponzoři, kteří nám dávají dary jinou formou, to je především Seznam, který je tady reprezentován v porotě. Pak máme další sponzory, Hewlett Packard, Samsung, IT Cluster a to je všechno, už jsem na nikoho nezapomněl. Takže děkuji všem a prosil bych prvního soutěžícího, aby si šel připravit, nebo možná, že už je připraven a je to, já myslím, že to je tady napsáno RE2.City. Takže to je něco jako Response City nebo něco takového. A prosil bych, prosím vás, prezentace, abychom dodrželi časový limit 10 minut. To je jedna podmínka. A druhá věc je, že porota potom dá dotazy, které by neměly přesáhnout 5 minut. Takže při 8, nebo kolik to tady mám, 9 přednášek, tak bychom se měli vejít tak asi do rozmezí 2 hodin. Takže jdem na to.
Project which is called City. My name is Lukáš Hrubý. I am a student of CTU in Prague, currently software engineering in master degree. And my aim is to enhance our neighborhood because everybody see the big or small problems every day. It can be damaged roads or the wreck of cars which are all over the Prague and we cannot park our cars, so they don't need to be here, but they are still there and nobody cares about it. And I have asked myself why, and I find the simple answer, which is that the communication with the municipalities is painful. Because I don't know if all of you were at least one time at the municipality, but you spend there 3 hours and you solve nothing. You just go from one door to other door and no solution. So how to solve this problem? I think that when I give people the tool how they can simply report their problem, they will do so, but they don't want to spend their lives on the municipalities. So this is the life cycle of the problem. Citizen can, through my application, report the problem, and my application takes care of the rest. I mean, send the message to the authority, in this case municipality, and authority do their best, I hope, and say the result back to the application, which lets know back to the citizen in a simple way how he can recognize if this is okay or not okay. What is the key feature of that? It is that every municipality has to respond to to send reports to every problem, to every mail message, to every message, doesn't matter which way it was sent to them. And so when it is not classified as spam, they will respond. Where is the advantages? Well, the first advantages is pretty clear. It must take less than 1 minute to each citizen to send their problem. I can imagine that they just take their phone, take picture, write a short description, and send it. And that's all that the application needs to be done from the citizen, from the user. And the more interesting part, where is the advantages for municipalities? It can be the first free plan is that they can track their problem, if it was solved, if it wasn't solved, and they can respond, they can reply and send the answer, and every people on the internet can see if this is good municipality, they solve their citizens' problems or not. And moreover, they can pay some small amount of money annually, and they can receive advanced statistics of their problems. I can imagine that before the elections, they take the results and show them to their voters and say, hey, this is what we have done for the last 4 years. Vote for us again. And what will be the minimum viable product? In the first steps, I just want to simplify all process. Just made web application where can municipality see the problems and post the solutions. And the second part is for users, for the citizens. They can take pictures, write descriptions, and send it to the app, to the internet. Where is the what is the competition? The competition is pretty new. One from that is from Vajra. The first one is the lepšímísto.cz. The second one is odkaz pre starostu. It's from Slovakia, and the third is trashout.me. That the most competitors I solved, but each of them solves the problem the different ways. They follow the different ways. So we don't know yet which of these ways is good or not. So we will see. And what is the future? Well, when I build it, I can imagine that not only the municipalities can use it, but also the malls, the stadiums, and the schools. Almost every place where is many people and where it's hard for these people to communicate with some kind of authority. So I hope that it can become most simplest ticketing system ever in the future. So this is all from me, and thank you, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Questions?
Maybe I start. For me, sounds like Zendesk for bureaucracy guys. And my question is regarding motivation. What will be motivation for these business guys answer these tickets? How they will be motivated?
In businesses, I don't know. That's only the future. But I see what is the motivation for the offices, for the municipalities. They have this rule in the law. They must to answer it.
Okay.
Have you done some analysis if they not only that they have to do it by law, but do they really want such a solution? The municipalities.
I have talked to 3 municipalities, one from Prague, one from like 20 kilometers far from Prague, and one from Moravia, and each of them says that it will be good. They will try it for free, And maybe if they see that it's good for also for their citizens, they will buy the premium plan, as I said. But they said that it will be good.
Okay, last question.
My last question. Do you take in your account the psychology of citizens or the municipality? Because sometimes it is a problem that citizens are not able to specify what they wish, and sometimes it is a problem of reaction of municipality because due to some bureaucracy, as was mentioned, that is problem. That means it is only tool, it is formal tool, but in reality maybe that will not
well,
take it in
the important thing is that the problem must be in public, because when we see a hole in a road and we just talk about that among people, nobody will solve it, because yeah, it's there and just let it there and it costs no money. But when it is since there is on the internet and people show it to municipality that they see the problem there, the municipality is motivated much more to solve it.
Maybe the last question then. You seem to know your competition. If you want to mention just one differentiator, what would it be?
Differentiator among for this?
Yeah.
I will the lepší místo.cz concretely they are specialized more in the finding the companies that will solve that problem. This application is focused on the communication between the people and the municipalities, not how to solve the problem, which company should make the real work. This is not the problem, that's the other part, and this is municipalities' work, not this application.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the judges. It was in the category startup, this presentation. So the next presentation is also in the startup category, and its name is Easy Phone. Please.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Tomáš Slavíček, and I would like to introduce our project. It's Easy Phone. I am a developer and UX designer, and my brother Josef is a graphics designer. Let me start with a little story. She's Marie, she's an old person. She's very active, she likes to communicate with family, with grandchildren, working in the city. And she's very active, she wants to stay active. But she has some problems. She has eye vision problem, so she can't read small text. She has problems with small finger movements, so she can't press small buttons. It's very hard for her. She has a classic dumb phone or classic phone now, but the keyboard is too small, and she wants to use a camera or dictaphone or some other cool features. It's interesting that most of the phones on the market are smartphones. More than 80% of phones now sold are touchscreen devices. And the ordinary touchscreen device looks like this. Very small text, very many icons. It's very confusing and it's very hard to use for those people. And what's also interesting that those people don't want to use some special senior phones. They don't feel old yet. They want to use smartphones, but in some easy way. We did some research, so the most wanted functions are dialing numbers or calling friends. The seniors has very few friends, 5 or 10 numbers, or some helper functions, SOS button, and so on. So what's our solution? Our solution is easyphone. It's a complete UI for touchscreen devices. The main screen looks somehow like a classic phone. So it has a big keypad. It has some list of favorite contacts. You can see photos of them. And also there are some SOS functions like call friends or call mom or whatever. There is some big menu with very big items, with icons, big text, and also. Let me show another screenshots. At the left, there is a detail of contact, so you can see also the big photo, very nice, distinguishable, or list of contacts, list of received and sent messages, a list of calls, and so on. We created some other interesting parts of it. We created custom keyboards. The first one is like on the old phone. It's classic multi-tap keyboard, 9 buttons. The second one, it's modified QWERTY keyboard. You can slide to the left and to the right, and with one click, you can write the letter. So the senior has big buttons, slides to the side, press, and it's quite easy for them. We did some tests, and it was quite successful. We have touch-optimized apps like a camera or flashlight or alarm clock. So it's almost a new operating system or something like that. We have more than 25 different screens so far, so it's some kind of large system. We are working also on a dark theme, so it's better for seniors to read white text on a black background because they have some eye vision problems, and it's better for them. Okay, so what are our major advantages? The UI is phone-oriented. It's oriented on calling, on sending messages, on the main functions, what they want. It completely covers the system, so there are no system bars, no system dialogues. It's almost own operating system. There are some the same controls on every page. Every page has a back button, home button, and it's some standard solution. Large keyboard, haptic feedback, it means by vibrating if you touch, and sound. And we have some simple graphics. And it's fast and smooth. It's very interesting from the technology part. It's not written in Java, but it's written in C# with Xamarin and monogame framework. I'm using my own framework version. Everything is very fast. Everything is GPU accelerated on graphic card. So even on a slow phone, I have a phone about $100, and it's 60 FPS. It's very fast. And we are supporting Android 2.3 and greater. Let's show some video. Very quick and fast. How it looks in action. We have some animations. If you touch the button, the menu shows. You can dial a number. or you can show the contacts. You can send a message. I have there a couple of phones I will show you later. So you can take a look on receive messages, send messages, and so on. Let's get back to the presentation. What are our competitors? The big launcher, of course, everyone knows them. There are a couple of other solutions, Phonoto or Easy Mode on Galaxy S4. This Jitterbug Touch is some special launcher from American company. It runs only on one phone. But there are not many solutions. Maybe only the big launcher and Phonoto are sold on the Android market, on Google Play. The other ones are pre-installed on some phones. Or some solution from Fujitsu, or you can take a launcher like on Windows Phone. It's also simple. So, our easy phone. What is our business plan? Okay, we want to self-publish the app. It's almost finished. It will be done in 1 or 2 months. We are also in touch with 2 phone manufacturers, so maybe in the future it will be possible some pre-installation on some devices, and we want to do some local language versions. These are our other projects. We have published already about 8 games with my brother. And some summary, new Android launcher completely covers the system UI. It's optimized for touch, and it's very simple, fast, and easy. You can find more on phonelauncher.com. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, questions, please.
I would just ask, you basically completely, you are not letting user go to the system. So how about the other apps that they would like to use? Basically, if they would like to see photos of the grandchildren and stuff like that, from yeah, and Mapedo sees that and stuff like that. So basically, are you planning to allow to go to store and download some apps, or you will pre-install those apps, or what's the plan?
Yeah, in the main menu there is a link to applications, and you can have some list of favorite applications and also all applications. So yeah, you can run the system contacts or system apps.
So I will be able to download Facebook, for example.
You can run Android Market or Google Play from this launcher. Yes.
And how are you testing your application? You have someone in your family who is senior and use this your system?
We were at about 8 senior or 6 seniors. My grandmother, my friend's grandmother, and so on. And I am doing it as my diploma thesis, so we will do some tests at school also.
And they use it on daily basis?
Not yet. It's not in production phase yet.
This is going to be the last question, right?
Okay, Thomas, I like your product. What I really liked is the way how you explained the problem in the first 10 seconds. I don't really like next 10 minutes you spent with the way what's your product. You can show us just 20 seconds of the video and it will be great. But what I'm missing there is what's your difference between the market competitors you mentioned? This is the most important thing.
There are not many competitors, and I think this launcher is more oriented on basic functions or on...
But you know, those guys can do that this evening, you know, so...
I know, but it's alternative, and I think there is a place for 2 solutions.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you very much, and let's proceed to the next presentation. And the next presentation is supposed to be a big splash. So, who is Splash? Here is the... Go on.
Ti to připojím hnedka. Jo.
Tohle tady tím? Okay. So hello, my name is Jakub Stejskal, and I would like to present you Splash, which can be described as a multi-purpose self-improving chatbot. This application has quite many possible applications, but I decided to choose one, which I like to describe in details. It's customer support. Today, a lot of customer support systems in companies are plain call centers or some knowledge bases, for example, some FAQs which are online. And such solutions have many problems. For the companies, there are the main problem is of course money. It's cost of employing, training, and supervising the operators in call centers, and also maintaining the knowledge bases. And in the knowledge bases area, there is a problem that they are not really able to see if they really help their users and validate that. For the customers, there are also many problems. It's limited availability, opening hours, and also queues on call centers, etc. And in area of knowledge bases, well, many users don't like to use that because they like to be careful. They like to be they like to the businesses to care for them and solve their problems for them. That's the problem. But there is one point we can see when we look at these problems, that most of customers ask the same questions and have the same problems all over again. So the operators answer the same answers and solve the same solutions. So there is wide space for automation of this process. Such systems are already implemented. They are called automatic dialogue systems. We know them from mobile network providers, etc. They solve many problems, which I noticed. They reduce costs for the companies. They increase the flexibility for the companies, and so on. For the customers, the problem of availability is solved, and they have they are guided to the solutions in form of dialogue, which is more convenient for them. So we can say that the problem is solved, but is it? It's really not. We know that because from the experience, these systems have many problems of their own. For the businesses, it's not really that cheap because these systems are handcrafted for the specific use case and are hard to maintain. And for the customers, it's problem is user experience, because such systems are strictly structured and not really so human as communication with operator. So many customers prefer to go back to human operators. Our solution is to implement something we call self-improving chatbot. Many of you may know chatbots. It's a computer program that simulates intelligent conversation in natural language. When I say self-improving, it means that it is able to continually improve itself from its uses. Again, this program, the solution solves many problems that automatic dialogue systems have. They reduce cost of its maintaining because it learns itself, and it can be created from existing database, and for customer it's more convenient because they have impression that they communicate with actual person, and they have more conversational freedoms, so they are not restricted to the structure of some handcrafted dialogue. Such solution have many possible applications. Basically, any company that have customer support can use it. It includes banks, insurance companies, mobile network providers, and so on. And it's not just that such system can provide some information for the user, but it can also be used to data collection, as for example in insured event notice. User can provide information to the system, and even a system can even solve some task as changing settings for user account and so on. Our application is called Splash. Its current state is a prototype of web chatbot small talk conversation. So it's not really some business case at the moment. It focuses on simplicity, on possible extensibility, and on user experience, which is a weak point of classical dialog systems. And it was created by my colleague Adam Lukáš as a diploma thesis, and it was developed in collaboration with IBM R&D lab in Prague, which specializes in dialog systems. So this is how it looks. It's a really simple interface. There's a chat window where there's a history of the conversation, and there's a panel where user can decide if he likes what the chatbot is saying. So that's how it looks today. What our plan for future? We plan to take this prototype and use some advanced techniques as data mining and machine learning to really improve it and be able to perform some intelligent small talk conversation. The next phase after we achieve this goal would be to extend the system to enable really some industrial uses. So why I'm confident that I'm able to achieve this goal? I'm a student of Faculty of Electrical Engineering here in Prague. I study artificial intelligence. So I'm in touch with experts in data mining and machine learning, and I plan to finish the phase 1 I mentioned before as my diploma thesis. My supervisor is Jan Šejvý, which is himself expert, industrial expert in dialog systems. Also, I work at IBM R&D lab, so I have I'm in touch with experts from industry, which specializes in dialog systems and natural language processing. And this project was assigned and is supported from IBM. So I have really good support in achieving my goals. So that is all for me. Thank you for your attention, and if there are any questions.
Okay.
I want to say that I like it very much, because the big data and these things about data mining are, you know, trendy in these days, and there is, I feel, really demand from the market. Is there any similar solutions on the market now?
On the market, I wouldn't say so. This area isn't really, I'd say, in the point where these systems would be able to be in production. There is some.
So there is
research.
nothing, let's say, ready to buy.
I don't really know about any system which would meet our requirements or our goals.
And how long you are from the, offering the product on the market?
From the phase one, I think it's about like 1 year from finishing the goal. It's really hard to say about the second goal because there are many industrial requirements we would have to take care of. And
thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do you know system Metila?
Sorry?
Do you know system Metila?
Metila? I don't think so.
It's something similar from a Czech startup.
I'll definitely check that. Thank you.
Okay, some more questions? Okay, so thank you very much. So the next presentation is automatic synonyms creation, and it's technology transfer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tomáš Veselý, and I will tell you about my project, and that is automatic synonym creation. At first, I will tell you about what are synonyms in general, and then I will talk about some specific applications. What are synonyms? Synonyms are words with similar or same meaning, and two words are synonyms if they are same part of speech, but it can be any part of speech. And of course, they are spice and flavor in our communication. So here you can see some examples. As you can see, any part of speech can be have synonyms. Synonyms can be used in recommendation systems where you can find synonyms to some entity. Of course, in translation, where you can provide more meanings to word, and in text enrichment, where word processor can offer you synonym if you have some text and you repeat word again and again. And of course, in search engines, where it can be used in query expansions, and that is the thing I will talk now. So what is query expansion? Imagine you have some query in the search, and that query is expanded to many queries, and search engines performs search on that many queries and then combines them or displays the result, as you can see here. This is from Amazon, where the query was $16 Prada handbags, and Amazon performed 3 queries. One is Prada handbags, other one is $1,600 handbags, and the third is $1,600 Prada. So synonyms can be used to expand the queries, and some important features for these synonyms are that they can be any part of speech, so doesn't have to be the same. They have to be context sensitive, time sensitive, and domain specific. I will show you that on these examples. The top 4 examples are kind of straightforward, and I will talk the bottom 6. So in 2005, the new PlayStation would be synonym would have synonym place attention 3, but today it's PlayStation 4. And if you have some web page with articles and papers, then for CTU would be synonym Czech Technical University. But if you have a web page with TV shows, then the CTU would have synonym Counter-Terrorist Unit from TV show 24. To baby is synonym infant, but Santa Baby is name of song, and baby can be replaced with infant. So what are current solutions? One is based on online synonym dictionaries, but they have many disadvantages. One of them is that they are not context sensitive, they are not time sensitive, they are not domain specific, and they are always same part of speech. And usually they are outdated because they are done by hand and are quite old. But on the other hand, they are good quality because they are done by hand. The other method how to build synonyms is based on click logs from web search, but on these data only big companies like Seznam, Google, Microsoft have, and it's hard to obtain these data for regular people. But on the other hand, they meet all criteria to be used in search engines. So what is the solution to this problem? It's a use corpus-based method where the input is only a large amount of text. So it can meet all the criteria because you just have to need to use a new text or from different domain, and also it can be from any language. But it has one big disadvantage, and that is poor quality. And that's the task which needs to be done. So these synonyms can be used in search engine, and that's improve quality and make them context sensitive. That's all from me. Now, do you have some questions?
So, gentlemen, some questions?
My question, what is your solution of the problems? You have specified the problem, but your solution?
Solution is used methods, corpus-based methods, and improve them so they can be used in the search engines.
In which way? How?
One way is to make them context sensitive, which is done by some machine learning. We need to generate some testing data, and then to try different algorithms and improve them to and select the best, which is, and then.
Improve quality. It is very broad.
You have to adapt the algorithm to make him return the better synonyms, because now you have some query and you have, let's say, 5 synonyms to that query. And the algorithm returns, for example, 15 queries and only 3 are the synonyms, which can be used in the search engine because it would perform very
Okay. Some other question?
So, are you in touch with us about data?
Yes.
Okay, maybe the audience.
Do you have something like working prototype, or have you written some code, or this is just like more like a thesis, or?
This is thesis, bachelor. And we have some basic algorithm which is working but not very good, and we are trying to improve him.
Okay, thank you very much. So the next presentation, again in the technology transfer section, is learning to rank.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Marek Mudry, and I would like to introduce you to my Learning to Rank project. I bet there was a time when you experienced a situation like, when you saw some unexpected result, like when you used Google Autosuggest. You might approached some knowledge you didn't expect to see, like that donkeys can't fly on planes or cannot sleep in bathtubs. Or you saw a secret, perhaps, of somebody, like I killed the prom queen. And to be honest, I wasn't brave enough to click I'm feeling lucky at the time when I saw this autosuggest. Well, and now back to the learning to rank. Learning to rank is a machine learning method, and what it does is that when you input a set of documents or a set of any elements, it can sort those elements on according to some relevance you assigned to those elements before. I can give you an example. Try to imagine an insurance company with long time statistics of the history of their employees, and they assigned a grade of how good they were in selling the products. And let's say they changed the employees and they got new employees, and they had the statistics for them again, but they were not sure if they are going to be good enough to be members of their top 10 team of salesmen. So thanks to learning to rank, you can say probably which of those new employees are going to be in the top team. In the formal way, we can say that as the input, we have the list of elements which relevance evaluations which we got before from real humans, and then as the output of the learning to rank method or algorithm, we get a sorted list of those elements. I suppose I should say where it is used usually nowadays. You can find those algorithms, for example, in search engines, because you want the best or the most relevant document as the first one. You don't want to search through all millions of documents which you have retrieved. Or we can saw those algorithms in internet advertisements or in spell check when you type something incorrectly, or if you go to something not so often. There was, for example, a competition organized by Microsoft Academic Search, and its purpose was to determine if an author was really wrote the article which we the purpose of the result should be to determine if the author really wrote the paper or if it's just a mistake or anything, because they had a lot of data with a lot of mistakes and they needed to to verify the information which they got. So, and what is my work? Well, because this topic is really hot and it's still rapidly evolving, it's necessary to make some good comparison of all the methods, of the state-of-the-art methods, because when you go through the papers, the research papers, those papers are really biased, because all the researchers want their algorithm to look the best, but sometimes it's not like that. Another part of my work, the following step, would be to analyze the user behavior based, let's say, on the click logs from the search engines or something like that, because you need to say what is good or what is the list which was sorted in a good way and what was sorted in a bad way. Because let's say we have two lists like that, sorted in some way, and there is one mistake in both of those lists. But the problem is that which one is better? What is the list which was sorted in a better way? And we can't say just thanks to our common sense, because usually the cases are much more complicated. We need users to determine which one is better. So we need to evaluate the user behavior. For example, I bet you have, or maybe you have already seen this, the change of Seznam search engine. And that's another reason why we need to analyze the user behavior, because in all the cases I have gone through, all the researchers expected the sequential or the results sorted sequentially, and I suppose that now the behavior will change and we need to react somehow. Well, and then we can continue with automatic relevance assessment, because we need to say which document is relevant and which is not, and using humans is really expensive. I think I can skip this. Perhaps you think, well, why it's important to research on this topic. Perhaps everything is done yet, but we can see those numbers because Google is still better and better on the Czech market, and Seznam is, let's say, worse, but I don't want to say it this way. I mean, worse than Google. And to explain those numbers, it means that 46.3% of users immediately leave the website when they enter it. And this number is decreasing, while Seznam's ratio of those users who are leaving the page immediately is still decreasing, and it's bigger. So what are the benefits? Just to wrap it up, it's improve the searching or the ranking, improve the user satisfaction, make the product of the companies more useful, and save the companies money. And as the last thing, if there is anybody who would like to cooperate in any way or who can provide data or anything, tell me. So thank you for your attention, and I'm waiting for your questions.
I didn't catch your current status of your product. It's
well, I'm just finishing the state-of-the-art methods comparison, if you're asking about it, because there is really a lot of methods, and to be honest, they are still new, and sometimes it's just...
So it's idea in these days?
Well, more or less.
Yeah, okay.
I would say it's, I'm just finishing the first step of comparisons and first experiments on the data I got. So,
yeah, but I like it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. So, yes.
So your technology thingy, you're not startup, right?
Excuse me?
You are startup or the technology?
No, it's a technology transfer.
So do you think there's a possibility how to make money, how to monetize this?
Well, I would say so, because yeah, I mean, I mean, for me, perhaps if I sold my solution or something, then it would be money for me. But as in general, if you improve those algorithms, and you can improve your search and make the customers to come back to your search engine, for example, then it's money for you because you have a lot of advertisements around. Thank you.
Okay, very good, thank you. And I would like to invite the next competitor, which is Diplom.Comat. And Diplom.Comat, of course, is a startup. Ještě potlesk.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jan Vesecký. I'm a student of Czech Technical University. I'm graphic designer, and I'm looking for myself who I really am. In the past, I ran some project called AceBase. It was a very similar project to startup jobs, but we were very young, so we failed. The other project was local e-market. This project got 3 months in the Note 5, but we fail really fast. The other project was MES. It's live now. If you sign in now, there's a category called eClub, and you can rank which projects of this competition you like the most. So, what about Diplom.Comat? I want to ask who heard about Diplom.Comat. Please put your hands in the air. Great, it's awesome. What is it, for those who don't know? It all started about a month ago, especially in this very corner. We were on a workshop called Social Innovation Camp, and the idea was simple. Imagine you are at school, at university, and you are working on a big project. For example, semestr project, bachelor thesis, diploma thesis, and mostly you've got 2 options. First, you pick some solution from school. You work on general data, but it's not quite good for students. The other option is to search on internet and find a company, startup, NGO you can work in this on the real data you can work, and it's quite better. So the problem is there is no website where the students can search for these topics. So the companies also have the topics on their websites, but it's hard searchable. So let's build a portal and the company insert their topics, students can pick the topic, and everyone is happy. But the problem is not solved. The real problem is behind it. Companies and universities are from different worlds. Like women are from Venus and men are from Mars. They are very dissimilar, but they can link. I got a sentence here from Jan Čerdivý. We were talking with him about it, and he says that the problem is that universities and companies speak different languages. For companies, NGOs, and startups, it's very difficult to create a task which is understandable and acceptable for universities. That's the real problem. But when you mentor them, you can teach them how to create a task acceptable for a university. So our solution is to create a web page where firms can insert their task. Students can simply pick one of them, and that's it. But the real work is behind it. What have we had done till now? We launched our web page, diplomcomat.cz, and here I've got some numbers. For example, we got 45 emails from potential users. We got 753 visits, and that's only in 15 days. The other, we got 511 likes in the first day. It's quite good, I think. And the money. Where is the money? First of all, we want to start with the money from some competitions. We are also applying for a grant, Chin grant, and in the future we can maybe sell topping if firm can if firm wants to be higher in the insert list, they can pay, or maybe advertising. And maybe we think it's good to find a big partner, some big company. Our team, this is Peter. He's a guru of this idea. He's a PhD student on Charles University, and he's dealing with transfer technologies. Libor, he works in Amnesty International, so he knows how NGO thinks. That's me. And Monica, her motto is that she can get impossible things, and she works in Brno. Erika, she's a marketing person, and also another Monica, she works in ČSOB, and so she knows how big company thinks. So that's it, question and ask.
Really like the idea. I get the problem. I found that basically as you said, the solution is behind, and I would like to ask for the solution.
The solution is to create some manual for firms or companies that they can easily write the work they want to do for the student. Yeah, so we are talking now with companies, with universities, and we are a month old, so we are now in the beginning, but we believe that the solution is to create some manual to teach the firms, to explain firms how universities thinks. Yeah.
I have exactly same question. Maybe then I think one thing it's can be this manual, but second is help them on the website. And what is your plan? Help them on the website. Some step by step.
Maybe step
form
by,
or what this can be. Video.
Yeah, step by step form is good, and we have. I don't know how to answer this because it's really difficult, and I think, like I said, some create the manual, help the firms have a hotline or something like that. We are trying to keep up what the firms wants to.
Pardon, do you think it's the only problem that the companies couldn't form it or express themselves in a way that universities will understand that?
Yeah.
And you think that you will fix it with the manual?
Yeah, we believe.
Okay. So thank you very much for the questions as well as for the presentation. And I'm wondering, or I'm looking forward to see the next presentation, which has the title Opinion Fight.
Hello everyone, good evening. I'm going to introduce you to my project, which is called Opinion Fight. And first I'm going to start by introducing myself. I'm called Michael. I'm a CTU FIT student, which is Faculty of Information Technology. I've been developing software and websites for several years, and sometimes I even win some competitions. So, what's the problem? Okay, I'm going to start with real-life example. Several weeks ago, I lost my phone. Well, I actually didn't lose it. I put it in my bag, and then I thought that some guy stole it, so I chased him around Davice, and actually he didn't steal it. I had it in my bag, so it was kind of embarrassing. And if you want to hear the full story, contact me later. So for one moment, I thought that I would need a new phone. So what would I do if I need a new phone? I would ask people. So let's try a small experiment. I think that you all have some mobile phones. So for example, which mobile phone do you use? Can I ask? iPhone, do you like it? Sure. Anyone has any different phone? Yeah? Okay, which phone do you use? Galaxy S4, good. I have also. So I have two opinions, iPhone and Galaxy S4. So why do you think that iPhone is better than the Galaxy? Why did you choose it? I got it as a present. And okay. And do you think that your phone is better than iPhone? No, I have to pay for it. Not really good examples. Okay, so you didn't really help me, so I'll ask, who thinks that iPhone is better than the Galaxy S4? You think that it's better. And who thinks that Samsung Galaxy S4 is better than iPhone? I think that it is. Okay, so you gave me some response, and now I can somewhat decide, because I see that some people who gave like good arguments like it, and someone doesn't. I see the numbers, so I can choose the winner and my dream phone. Okay, so I was thinking how to practice this online. How do I take this practice of asking people what do they like and deciding which product should I buy? So how do I take this online? And for example, another day I was choosing e-commerce solution. I wanted to try the best e-commerce solutions. There are PrestaShop, there is OpenCart and others. So I wanted to know which one is the best. So I looked online, I searched on Google, and I found blogs, comment sections, forums. If I'm searching for the phone, I can look on product aggregators. But is there any problem? And by the way, Honza, you stole my slide. Yeah, the problem I found with this example where I was searching for the e-commerce solution, there was so much data. There was lots of it. It was mostly irrelevant and on different places around the internet, and it took me time to find, and then there wasn't a clear winner because someone thought that this one is better, someone thought that another one is better. So to this day, I don't really know. So, is there a solution? And I wouldn't stand here if I thought that there isn't. So, it's my project, Opinion Fight, and this is how it looks like now. I'm not really a graphic designer, so it's not perfect, but you put your, what you want to compare, something versus something, you press go, and you get to the detailed page, and here you see there's the Samsung Galaxy S4 versus iPhone. And people can choose which one is better. You can vote, and also you can comment, and people choose the best comments. So if I want to hear like the best arguments, like you know what I was trying to show before, like to see the best arguments, you can vote on them. You can see which product is better by the votes, and there are also a lot of other things that you can do with this, so I'll talk about this in a minute. Now, the opportunities. Will it work? Why? I think it will work, because it solves a practical problem, and people just love to argue. If you see some discussions on the internet, you know that people just love to argue. So, and with my solution, it's easy to see the good arguments, and it has a huge social reach. This is why I think that it can attract a lot of people, because you can compare everything. It doesn't have to be phones. It can be cars. It can be some e-commerce solutions. It can be company brands, really anything. Some political parties, some ideas. I can take advantage of social media. I can give this, like put there some controversial topics like vegetarians versus meat eaters, and you will see that people will discuss a lot. So it can take advantage of important events like elections. If you put in time of elections, Mitt Romney versus Obama, you will see people discussing and trying to prove that their candidate is better. And this is all I can take advantage of. And now you can ask, will it make money? And how? And I say, yes, it can. How? Google AdSense, I might say, but please, it's like everyone uses Google AdSense and it's not real source of money. So I thought of something new, and you saw that on the comparison page there was this image of the product. So I thought maybe if someone clicked on it, it doesn't have to like pop up the bigger image. It could take him directly to a e-commerce solution, or in case of political parties or anything, it can take you to like a profile of this political candidate or something, and that's how I would like to make money. And you might ask, how will I sell it? I would like to make affiliate program where people from like around the world can you know that pay-per-click companies like they make campaigns for people for a lot of money, and all they do is like come up with the words and make the campaign, and they could use my solution also. So are there any challenges? And one of the challenges I see is with the synonyms, and I saw that there was another presentation about this, so we could maybe talk later and solve this together. So how to recognize the duplicate items and find the way of offensive content fast, take it down, because you don't want people to make like rude, very rude comments or something. Bring the first users, this is like the biggest challenge, and know the legislation for making business. So I'm also looking for a team. If you are interested in this project, just contact me and we can work together if you want. And that's all I have to say. So thank you for attention. Now, if you have any questions.
Thank you, and questions, please.
Do you wish to compare, as was on your example, only two things together or more together?
Yeah, I'd like to compare just two things to make it simple.
I have same question, and maybe I will continue, because I think there is no same answers for everyone, because with these two phones which you just compare, one can be good for sportsman, one for businessman, one for child, one for senior. Then how you plan segment or customized who is asking this basic question?
Yeah, you know, this it's very general, so you wouldn't use it to get the answer to what's the best phone for me. You would find the phones that you can choose from and then put them and compare which one is better and see the arguments why people think that they are better, and maybe one suits you, one of the arguments that you find, and you see, yes, this is it, and that's why I picked this one.
I will ask, is it for people who they are looking for some solution, or is it for people that would like to argue?
Both. Because
from your point of view,
I'd like it.
Sorry. Will it help you when you see those two phones and 150 arguments for each one? Will you go through all these arguments to help yourself to make the best decision?
Yeah, that's the thing. You see which arguments are ranked higher, so you can choose to view just the 4 top arguments, and you know that the other ones are not so relevant.
So Okay, some more question? Yes, please.
Why are you limiting the file only for two items? Why not more?
I don't think it's good to make it more complicated than it is now. I think just keep it simple.
Maybe it's actually not a question, a suggestion. I just had an idea that, well, as it was mentioned, it's really nice to have sort of a community feedback from the people who are kind of similar to what you do. For example, if you do sports or something like that. I just thought of, if you would connect it to Facebook, Facebook has, you know, you can see what people like and just kind of categorize them. So if you go and search, you would see like from which category of the person it comes, and you can take the ones, you see what I mean.
Yeah, thank you for tip. I'll definitely think about it.
Very good. Thank you for the comment, and thank you for the presentation.
Okay, thank you.
And now we are returning again to the technology transfer category, and the next presentation has a peculiar name. I hope I'll pronounce it correctly. It's Friksov. Yeah. Friksov. Okay, I done it.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grant Zvolsky, and today I'm going to talk about a product called Friksov. Our mission is to create a device that would essentially turn your paper into a blackboard. Imagine how would it change taking notes if you could erase paper as easily as you can erase a blackboard. And we aim to achieve this by taking advantage of erasable ink. Let me do a small poll. How many of you have heard about erasable ink? Please raise your hands. I guess this is like half of the people, so let me just explain this very fast. You have this roller that has a special kind of ink that can be deleted using this eraser. It's like a piece of gum. And yeah, so this, if you use this, it is a little miracle. It lets you delete any mistake that you make. But if you have to delete a large block of text, it gets kind of difficult because it's physically challenging to delete large chunk of text. And yeah, now let me show you a video of the principle on which this product works. Yeah, it works because this erasable ink uses heat to delete or to make this ink transparent. This process is revertible. If you put it in the freezer, you can get your text back. And yeah, so this product that I'm talking about is like a little cube that has heating device on the bottom, and it uses battery. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I wasn't able to create a functional prototype to this day, so that's why I didn't bring it with me, but I'm working on it. I asked some students to get an opinion on whether they would be interested in this product, and it turns out that as much as 40% of students would be interested in buying something like this. And now I'm slowly getting to the end of my presentation. I wrote down a little SWOT analysis. The biggest opportunity of this product is increasing demand for erasable rollers. As you can see, many people haven't heard about it, although it's a very useful thing. And before I finish my presentation, I would like to answer one question. How is it different from using this eraser? As I said, the main thing is that it has slightly different use. Using the heating element, you can very fastly, very quickly, and easily erase large amounts of text. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, questions, please.
Well, I probably didn't really get it. What we saw was the video with the lighter, right?
Yeah.
And so your product, which is you claim to be unique, is doing what?
This product generates heat using battery, and the heat makes the ink transparent. On the bottom of the product there is a little heating element that it heats up to 60 degrees, which erases the ink.
So you are gonna create lighter?
Not a lighter. It's using the wire that you know from window unfreezers on the back of your car. There is a little wire that heats up. This product is using the same technology. It's just a piece of wire attached to a battery.
Okay.
Some more questions?
Maybe, what would be the, maybe a stupid question, what would be the use cases? Maybe I'm a little bit old-fashioned, but I can cross it out and write it again.
Yeah, the use case, it's, for example, when you are calculating some mathematical problem and you find out that you have made some mistake and you would have to cross out a large piece of work that you did and continue perhaps on the other page. And this way your notes can get very messy, but if you could delete that and just write what you wanted to write, you will have clean notes.
So the target group is mainly students, professors?
Yeah, it's mainly students and people who write a lot of notes, and yeah.
So you can have one sheet of paper for whole your study.
Exactly.
Okay, some more question, please. Yes, there is one.
May I ask you, how big is it?
How
big is it?
How big is it? It's just as big to fit AA battery inside. AA battery.
And my last question, how expensive will be?
I calculated the costs to create this, and the result is about 15 crowns for each product, including the battery. The final price could be 50 crowns, 80 crowns.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the questions. And I have a question for the audience. Is there anybody who wants to present? Okay, come in. So, this is probably, and is there anybody else who wants to present? No, so this will be the last presentation. So.
So, good evening. I would like to introduce you to my project codenamed PlaySpin. If I had only one sentence in which I need to explain what is it, I would say it's just an Instapaper for physical places. What does it mean? It lets people save locations which they would like to visit, and then it notifies them once they will be nearby of those locations. So. It's basically the whole idea of the application. So you might think it's already there. It's like Foursquare lists. They have some feature called to-do lists where you can put some places called Foursquare venues and like list there. But I think it's not the same. It's actually different, and PlaySpin is better. And I will now tell you why. Of course, it's yes, PlaySpin has those notifications. It's just the main feature because the user don't have to do any extra action. It will just pop out from nowhere. Instead, and also those notifications are smart. And I will now tell you what does it mean. So. Smart notifications. Those notifications will be context aware. That means that you will get another set of locations while you will ride your bike, or while you will just commuting to work, or while you will hiking on mountains. And also there will be what I call variable threshold, which means that the distance from which it will actually trigger the notification won't be the same, just because when you are living in Prague and you will bookmark some cafe, which it's actually like 5 kilometers from you. It's actually quite nearby, but you don't have usually time to go 5 kilometers and like buy their coffee. So that I think that the threshold should be way lower, like 1 kilometer or so. But when you will be traveling around the Europe, then the threshold should be way bigger, just because then you can go for 15 kilometers and it's just only small difference. So and how will I convince users to actually use the app? I don't want to create another social network or so. I just only want to extend what is already here. That means I want to let people who are using Foursquare to save their venues to this application. I would like to people who are saving their training data to Strava.com to like to be able to save those data to my application. If you have heard of Zug, it will be definitely possible to save places from Zug to that application. Yelp, Panoramio, geocaching, it's thousands of sources all around the internet, and I would like to make this compatible. So, and how it will make money? Actually, I don't know. I'm not that much good about making money. And the app itself has to be free to get some users. Yeah. But I can imagine I will sell some extra features via in-app purchases. But it will be actually very tricky to balance. I need some, appealing set of features to actually get some user base, and then I need some extra features which will make the people eager to actually buy them. So, and I also could see some way how it could make money from sponsored recommendation. That means that it actually could work sort of like AdSense. That's it. Thank you. Actually, if you want to connect me, join my team. It's only me. So.
It's a really large team.
Yeah, it's actually a very fresh idea. It's just my idea the idea in my head and those slides. It's all what I have right now. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
All right, questions?
My standard question, what do you mean with extra features? More concretely.
Actually, it could be, for example, connections to those services. Like I could sell the connection to Foursquare for like $1. I can sell connection to another service. I don't know it yet. It's just, as I said, it will be very tricky to balance that out, but that's sort of those features possibly. And also in the future, I can imagine there could be some like social layer on top of that, because you can expand it also to like people. Because if you had some friend in United Kingdom, you are not going to meet him, but you could be in Italy and you could be there too, 50 kilometers from you, and it's actually very different. 50 kilometers, it's like very nearby then. So it's actually, there are some other possibilities. Yeah, it's startup.
May I have a question for audience? Can you raise up your hands who would like to install this type of an app?
Oh.
Okay, I think that's the only one feedback you can get today, because from the juries, the idea is on, let's say, 5% of all the business. So let's talk next year and we will see. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so this completes all the presentations today. And I would like to ask you to get, if there is still something to eat or to get a cup of coffee, and the jury will deliberate. And after, say, 10 minutes, or maybe, well, let's see, say 10 minutes, we will announce the winners. Thank you. Dávejte, prostě 5 je nejlepší. 5 je jako 5 je nejlepší.